Matt Gaetz, who was Donald Trump's nominee for Attorney General, just stepped down in the last hour because of all of the allegations of him paying underage girls for sex. So, if you've been following Trump's cabinet picks lately, Trump has been picking some crazy people to be in his cabinet, and one of them was Matt Gaetz as Attorney General, who actually just stepped down from Congress a few days ago. And Matt Gaetz just put this statement out that he said, "I had an excellent meeting with senators yesterday. I appreciate their thoughtful feedback and the incredible support of so many. While the momentum was strong, it is clear that my confirmation was unfairly becoming a distraction to the critical work of the Trump and Vance transition. There was no time to waste on a needlessly protracted Washington scuffle. Thus, I'll be withdrawing my name from consideration to serve as Attorney General. Trump's DOJ must be in place and ready on day one. I remain fully committed to see that Donald J. Trump is the most successful president in history. I will forever be honored that President Trump nominated me to lead the Department of Justice, and I'm certain he will save America." Matt Gaetz stepping down has been a blow to everyone because they thought that he was going to come in and absolutely dismantle the deep state. Matt Gaetz, all these clips of him in Congress, he was ready to attack the people that have been there the longest and the people that are the most corrupt. And now it turns out that all the distraction that he was bringing may actually be true, and that's why he's stepping down. People were asking who will take his place, and they didn't expect him to actually step down. Not sure, but very important thing to note is that Gaetz will still likely be a Congress member. He resigned from the 118th Congress, but was elected to the next one. So people are saying that the radical left won because he stepped down, but also he can be appointed to the Senate by Ron DeSantis because Marco Rubio is leaving a spot open now. So Donald Trump has not only been gathering nominees for his cabinet of regular, long-standing Democrats or Republicans or just politicians in general, his cabinet is looking insane. He already had Matt Gaetz as Attorney General, which has stepped down now. But then you have Pete Hegseth, who is the Secretary of Defense. Pete Hegseth is currently a host on Fox News. He is not a lifelong politician. He is a TV host. Dr. Oz, who is going to be in charge of Medicare and Medicaid, who also has his own TV show. Tulsi Gabbard is also going to be in his cabinet, and she's a lifelong Democrat. 20 years ago, Donald Trump was a Democrat. Tulsi Gabbard was a Democrat. RFK was a Democrat, and he's bringing all these people over to support him. You saw like whenever he went on Joe Rogan, and everybody was shocked because Joe Rogan had not said the best things about Trump, and now him and Joe Rogan are best friends. You have Marco Rubio, who's going to be Secretary of State. Doug Bergman, who people thought was going to be Donald Trump's running mate, who's now going to be the Secretary of Interior. And then the Secretary of Education is Linda McMahon. She is the co-founder of the WWE. I honestly don't know what Linda McMahon knows about education, but at this point, Donald Trump is just picking some crazy people to be a part of his cabinet. And it's actually great because people that are not lifelong politicians means they most likely aren't going to be bought because they don't have any other political interests around there. They're just doing this to do it. Like when Donald Trump ran for president, he's a bajillionaire, right? He has so much money, he doesn't need to be president, but he was just doing it because he wanted to. He can't be bought. He has all the money in the world. So all the things that he does is just to make America better and just to do what he wants to do. So Matt Gaetz was previously investigated by the Justice Department as a part of a broader sex trafficking investigation, including allegations involving an underage woman. The DOJ ultimately decided not to pursue charges, and Matt Gaetz has strongly denied any wrongdoing, but obviously the allegations and the look just made it too much that everybody was going to be focusing on him, trying to get Trump's nominees appointed, which just because Trump nominates them does not mean that they're going to be confirmed. More than likely they will, but with Matt Gaetz, he honestly thought that he wasn't going to get confirmed. His quick withdrawal suggests that he realized he was unlikely to win the votes necessary to be confirmed, and Matt Gaetz could only have afforded 3 GOP defections, assuming all Democrats in the Senate opposed the nomination, which they 100% would have. And several GOP senators have already said that they did not want Matt Gaetz. They wanted him to be investigated, mainly definitely one from Maine. I remember that one. I don't remember everyone that had spoken out against him. But if he could only afford to not have 3 people and one of them was already very vocal, they could probably definitely get 2 more. So he was not going to make it. He announced his withdrawal as it became increasingly apparent that he would not be able to secure support from a simple majority of senators to be confirmed. Several Republican senators expressed relief Thursday over the news that Gaetz had dropped his bid to serve as Attorney General, passing it as the right decision given how tough the path he faced to confirmation. The senator from Mississippi said, "I think it's a positive development." So he obviously didn't think that Matt Gaetz was going to get in there and didn't want him to be in there. Cynthia Loomis, the Republican from Wyoming, said that he made the right decision given the serious headwinds he faced on Capitol Hill. He must have gotten some good signals yesterday during the conversations he was having with senators that this was going to be a distraction. Good on him to recognize that and to be self-aware. She also said that Gaetz' decision would provide President Trump with an opportunity to choose someone who's equally tenacious about addressing the Department of Justice and its direction, which needs to be changed. And then Trump said he was doing very well, but at the same time did not want to be a distraction for the administration, for which he has so much respect. Matt has a wonderful future, and I look forward to watching all the great things he will do. And Trump transition Caroline Leavitt, who's going to be his press secretary, said that Trump will announce a new nomination probably, she said, once a decision is made, but that'll probably be within the next week. So guys, let me know what you think about it. Are you upset that Matt Gaetz is not going to be the Attorney General? Are you happy that he stepped down so that way Trump can get all of his nominations confirmed?